Hello, my name is Annette Alvarado from Loyola University Chicago Libraries, and welcome to our poster presentation, Creating Spaces for Meaningful Dialogue, the Human Library at 3 Universities. One of the key Jesuit values, contemplatives in action, calls us to merely think about social problems but take action to address them. Part of this action requires our communities to provide places for conversation and reflection, which is a critical piece of preparing our students for thinking beyond themselves. 3 HECU libraries felt compelled to provide a space for dialogue by using the Human Library event. The Human Library provides a safe space for students to discover identities and perspectives they were unaware of, as well as reflect on their own identities through the shared dialogue between books and readers.
Hi, this is John Jackson, Head of Outreach and Communications for the William H. Hannon Library. The Human Library is a program driven by dialogue, but that exercise in human communication doesn't just happen during the day of the event. It begins in the planning process between the library and our collaborators. At Loyola Marymount University, the library has worked with a variety of campus units over the past few years to build a human library. Working with another campus unit is essential not just for managing the event, but also extending the reach of the event beyond the walls of the library. Collaborating with a partner strengthens the impact, but making that partnership successful requires listening. Listening for the experiences that others can bring to the table, listening to what they perceive as the needs of students from their perspective, and finding ways to create a space that is welcoming to all. For our most recent Human Library event, the William H. Hannon Library partnered with LMU's Office of International Students and Scholars to create an event that centralized the experience of our students and faculty born outside the United States. Determining the right people to invite to be human books required us to trust our colleagues' perspective on what were the right stories to tell. But moreover, we needed to rely on our international colleagues to let us know what an acceptable outcome for the event would be. How could this event meet the needs of their community? Certainly, we had our own goals for the event, but working with our partners in a way that was mutually beneficial required compromise and compassion. For example, we initially wanted to bring in outside speakers to be our books, but our colleagues instead recommended selecting trusted faculty and students from within our community to give them a voice and an opportunity to have their stories told. It's worth noting that our last Human Library was hosted during the Trump regime and xenophobia was at an all-time high. This was a chance for our international students and faculty to share a truly human moment with other members of the campus community.
This is Barbara Ghilardi, the assessment librarian at the DiMenna-Nyselius Library at Fairfield University. At our library, we knew it would be important to include as many voices as possible when conceiving our human library, and we have continued this practice through the 5 years we've offered the event. We invite colleagues from various departments in academics and student affairs to attend committee meetings. This committee is an integral part in recruiting books, marketing, and staffing the event. The event lends itself to an experiential learning opportunity within course curriculum, whether as an assignment or for extra credit. We added a faculty resources page to our Human Library website to give faculty assignment ideas and to demonstrate how the event ties in with social justice learning outcomes that are part of the Magis core curriculum. Faculty in English, education, Black studies, and sociology departments have encouraged or required their students to attend and oftentimes write a post-reflection or engage in classroom dialogue about their experience. All books and readers must complete a post-event reflection through a survey that includes short answer questions where they can talk about the experience in their own words. We feel it is important to visually represent these responses, which is achieved with an infographic we create each year that is shared with the community. It is important for our books to not only dialogue with the readers, but with each other during and after the event. At our in-person event, we had a room for our books to come together to take breaks, complete their reflection, and chat with each other, which built a sense of community. Books connect with one another through their shared experience of opening up to strangers to tell their stories.
Hello, this is Annette again. Arrupe College of Loyola University Chicago has a unique student population from the Chicagoland area. Arrupe College is an associate's degree program that offers academic support to at-risk first-generation and low-income undergraduate students. Chicago is both a diverse city, but also a city full of segregated communities. Communities in Chicago that are cultural, socioeconomic bubbles due to the politics and history of the city. Many of our Rupert College students live in those segregated communities. We use the Human Library as an opportunity to engage and teach Rupert College students on a variety of topics, from Maquiche, an indigenous student of Mayan descent, to a senior Olympian. We had a variety of diverse books that students enjoyed checking out.
Hello, I'm Susan Wardzala, a research and learning librarian at Loyola University Chicago. Our program was in conjunction with Intersection, a Chicago-based nonprofit dedicated to creating change through dialogue. We were able to put together 2 human library events at the Loyola University Chicago Libraries Lewis Library, located in downtown Chicago. These were open to the Loyola University Chicago community and local neighborhood. We hope to do more in the future to bring dialogue on diversity at all Loyola University Chicago campuses. To wrap up, the Human Library has not only created community on our campuses, but amongst event organizers across all different types of libraries and organizations. Connecting with other planners is important in order to learn from one another, especially at AJCU universities. Our shared Jesuit values and mission make our institutions an ideal platform for facilitating these intentional dialogues to challenge stereotypes and prejudices through the Human Library. For more information about our events and Human Library planning resources, you can visit the bit.ly link on our poster, bit.ly/AJCU Human Library. Thank you for listening to our presentation.